Well, it's Friday morning, but we're going jeeping tomorrow, so I need to defrost my Jeep and my trailer because I need to have them loaded tonight so we can head out in the morning. And the worst part is I have to, those are my straps. So I'm gonna freeze my hands off for a second. What's going on, everyone? We are about to head out to go jeeping. This is video one of probably 2 or 3 about towing heavily with Sprinter vans. I've already started towing with my van. This setup, which is, I think stock, that's 3,200 pounds. So let's just assume it's 4. And the trailer, I believe, is 1,600 pounds. So it is right on the edge of the max weight rating of a 2,500. By on the edge, I mean over the edge. The 3,500s are rated for 7,500 pounds. And from what I found, really what the weight rating difference is the chassis. So the way the hitch attaches to the chassis on 2,500 is very, very minimal, and it's not a lot of geometry in there. So, you know, that was the first problem, and we had been thinking about a solution for something else that had to do with the hitch for a while now, and this was an opportunity to act on it. So we made these this summer, specifically for people using their hitch as a recovery point, which is not safe, but it also helps with towing. So what this is, we're calling this a chassis tie-in brackets for Sprinter 2500s. Every factory Mercedes hitch has 2 holes right here, so that's where it attaches to your hitch. And then it comes up to here, you drill a couple holes in your leaf spring bracket, ties it in there, and then you drill a couple of holes here, and it vertically mounts up into the unibody. So now, instead of this hitch, which normally comes right here, goes up and there's just 4 bolts, it's just an L shape, it just leverages on it, and twists the back of your unibody. Now it's tied in about 2.5 to 3 feet down the chassis. So strength-wise and tongue weight, problem solved. If you're going to be towing heavy with your Sprinter, hopefully these are live on the website in like 2 weeks. I'm still working on working with the laser cutter and packaging and stuff. So hopefully these are live soon. So look out for these. That's number 1. If you're going to tow heavy with a 2,500, you have to deal with that because that hitch is not adequate. 5,000 pounds is a great number to stick by if you're running the factory hitch. Today, this video that I'm making, I wanted it to be a mild day. It's been 50 degrees and sunny out, but of course we're going jeeping today, and it's 10 degrees outside. What I wanted to do was get a baseline of transmission temperatures, engine temperature, oil temperature, because in the next couple of videos, we have a couple of items coming, one of which is in this box. And it's going to spice things up. So I wanted to get a baseline of all those oil temps and whatnot before we started adding things to the engine, to just see where, you know, we're gonna need extra coolers and whatnot. And yeah, the third part of the video, or the third video that I would probably make is, I have a huge transmission cooler that I wanted to add to it, but honestly, the past couple of times I towed with this, the transmission got like 10 degrees higher than it does with no trailer on it. So I don't know. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get a baseline, but I don't know. So there's two ways I can go to where we're going today. I can either take the highway, which is really gentle on transmissions, or I can take the back roads through Massachusetts, which is all hills. And I might do that just so we can get a more reasonable baseline. But for now, we gotta air up the tires. We're gonna hook up, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna watch all those temperatures and whatnot. And I'll still talk about some things while we're towing in regards to questions people might have, because I think as far as what, you know, from what I've seen on like the forums and stuff, most people have like race cars or side-by-sides or like a 4,000-pound travel trailer that they want to take. And you know, I think this will be the total top end of, you know, what you're going to be towing with a Sprinter van. So yeah, I'm gonna air up the tires and hook this thing up and hit the road. So we're headed down the road now, kind of winding through some mountains and whatnot. I have two scanners. One of them I bought just for this vehicle. It's like the iCar Soft scanner, and it's really good for these. It does a lot, and so I just assumed the transmission temp was on there because it's on my Snap-on scanner. It's not, but that's fine. Hold on. Whatever temps I was gonna get, anyways, were probably not gonna be a good baseline, anyways. Because, like I said, it's like 9 degrees out right now. So we're just going. So I figured I would go over a few things that I know I was questioning when I was thinking about towing with this thing. One of them I'm doing right now, which is climbing a big, long New England hill. And I am using the shifter to manually select what gears I'm in, so I can kind of keep the RPMs up. Seems like 2,500 RPMs is kind of like my, maybe like 2,700 RPMs, like my peak power. But anyways, you know, that's to be able to select the gears with that thing. Well, it's just so easy. It's, you know, you just reach down right here, tap it back and forth, and then when you want to just put it back in a normal drive, you just slap it all the way to the right, and it puts it back in drive. So that's one good thing, is like being able to select your gears and like really hold the peak power when you're in the hills. Even if you're going a little slower, you know, you want to find the RPMs that really haul this thing up the hill. So that works really cool. The other thing is braking. You know, just because you can pull it doesn't mean you can stop it. Most vans are pre-wired for a brake controller, and there's a little pigtail under the seat. Mine was not, so we had to hardwire it, which was not very pleasant. It was a lot of work. I put this little Prodigy brake controller down there that I had. It's used, I don't know, it's been in my toolbox for like 9 years, I think. So it goes, it stops. As far as how stable it is, I don't know. I have a really nice car trailer. I love my car trailer. The axles are a little farther back, which gives it a little more tongue weight. it is a very stable trailer, and other people have borrowed it and they told me it's really stable. But that being said, I still have a good, you know, baseline because I towed this setup with my Chevy for 4 years. Woo, we're hauling up a hill now. This is way more stable. I mean, it doesn't move this van around at all. And you'll see when in the clip from me loading the trailer, it's squatted maybe an inch. So really not bad. I haven't done anything to the suspension on this because I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna need. Of course, if you know me or the shop, the first thing I should have put in this was a van compass 4.3, but I didn't know, the van's empty. I kept it empty for towing. I wanted to make sure I had every pound I could of towing capacity. So adding the 4.3 mini pack leaf spring to it may overspring it, make it ride bad. So I didn't want to put that in there just for towing because I don't tow that often, like once a month if I'm lucky. So right now we're running on stock suspension and it tows really, really well. So if I add a little spring rate to the back with the tongue weight of my trailer, if you have your trailer set up right, this is nice. It's very enjoyable. It feels very safe, even when the wind blows and whatever. It's definitely more stable than like my truck was. My truck was always like, always felt like the front end of my truck was like pointed up at the sky and I was just kind of guiding it. This, I mean, I got one hand on the wheel and it doesn't seem to have affected any of the driving abilities, except for obviously there's a whole vehicle attached to the back of it, but as far as steering and handling side to side, all that stuff, extremely stable, more than my Silverado, which I did not see that coming. Where does it lack so far? Really, it's just the mirrors. When you tow, you want to have a little bit better vision, but I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. I towed with little mirrors for most of my life. I didn't have tow mirrors until a couple of years ago in my Chevy, so maybe I'm just used to it, but not a big deal. It's also an open trailer. If you have an enclosed trailer, maybe not so much. So yeah, anyways, so we're hauling, we're on our way. Towing's going really well. We're gonna have a good day jeeping, and hopefully in the next video I'll just get a good baseline on a normal temperature day. I want to get transmission and engine and oil temps, got a downshift, just like on a 70-degree day on the highway, and then I want to install the tuner and compare the temperatures, and then I want to install the transmission cooler and compare the temperatures on the same stretch of highway on a similar degree day, and that way we can get an idea of what helps. Like, is the tuner going to help by adding power, or is it going to make things worse by making it run hot? Is the cooler really going to do anything? We'll see. So thanks for watching, and definitely head over to the website in a few weeks and pick up a set of those hitch plates if you're going to be towing with your Sprinter van. Well, it is cold as it's cold, and I don't want to look how cold, but we're going. on a blue trail right now, and it's a little icy, a little snowy. Just drove through some mud that smells like manure. But it's funny how different properties trail ratings go. This is a blue trail, and snow and ice, it's like, you know, I spun my tires a couple times, but you know, there's other properties that I can tell you that a blue trail, you know, I'll be pulling my winch out on it, and I'll be working for it. As you know, if you have my setup, yeah, it's a blast. I got these cookies warming up. Should be about ready. If you're wondering what kind of tip to leave us at the shop, snacks are the best. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One of our customers named Jeff, his wife made us those. I know Jeff will watch this, so glad you see me enjoying your cookies. Tell your wife I said thank you, Jeff. They're delicious when they're warm. All right, all loaded up. That was a decent, really cold, icy day of jeeping, but the towing went really well, and yeah, about to head down this sketchy driveway and head out of here, but towing went really good. If you guys like this video and you want to see more of these videos, go over to the website, buy t-shirts. We're going to be releasing 2 new t-shirts soon, and hoodies. But yeah, head over to the website, check it out. Thanks for watching.